Hi team, I've been wanting to post this video for a little while and I keep not posting it, but I'm going to post it today. So this video is the only weight loss strategy that you will need. And this isn't like a sell, this is just the strategy for weight loss. This is what you should do to lose weight and why 98% of diets fail. I'm going to say exactly why that is. So yeah, and I'm going to try and get it done as quickly and as succinctly as possible, but there is a few things to kind of cover, so I want to try and get it done in about 6 minutes. But yeah, if you want to know the only strategy you're ever going to need to lose weight and why 98% of diets fail, then get settled and stick with me for the next 6 or 7 minutes, and I'm going to explain exactly what that is. So the first thing I need to do is explain to you that weight loss is actually really, really boring. It's really dull, right? Because it's like if anyone's ever invested in the stock market or ever been into gambling, you know that you have to have a strategy. If you invest in the stock market, you have to have a strategy, and weight loss is the same. And having a strategy and sticking to a strategy is really boring. All you want to do is branch out and do something risky and do something fun, but you shouldn't. And there's a kind of a saying or expression in investing that is, if you win money or make money and you stepped outside of your strategy, that is a fail. If you lost money but stuck to your strategy, that is actually a win. Of course, if you stick to your strategy and make money, then you're flying. But if you break outside the strategy, you've lost. And that is the same as weight loss. If you push outside the strategy, you're going to lose, right? If you try to be a hero, you're going to lose eventually, because then you're just gambling, right? You're doing what the 98% of people that go on diets and fail are doing. You're rolling the dice. That leads me to the next kind of part, is that the reason we do that is because it's so embedded into who we are as human beings. It's our psychology. To take that risk feels more fun, right? And we actually are addicted to that risk. That feeling where we're cutting our calories and decided today I'm going on a diet. I've hit rock bottom. I'm going on a diet. I'm going to drop my calories. I'm going to go running every day. And that feels great, doesn't it? That rush of motivation. Nothing else matters anymore. We're focused on this. And then after the first 5-6 days, we lose a couple of pounds and it's like, yes, this feels fantastic. Ultimately, that will fail, which you should know by now. But we are also addicted to that uncomfortable feeling as well, that uncomfortable feeling of failure, because it's familiar. It's a psychological phenomena that we prefer something familiar that is uncomfortable to something new, because we've got no idea what that's going to be like. So we will seek out we will put ourselves purposefully in uncomfortable situations because we're familiar with it. We would rather do that than try something completely new. This is another big thing that gets in the way of people pushing on with a weight loss strategy, a proper strategy, because it's all new. And they'd rather just go back to the comfort of the gamble, the risk, whoo, I feel alive, and the failure, I feel bad, but I'm okay with this because actually I'm uncomfortable, but I'm familiar with this. And it's going to distract me from all the other shit that's going on in my life. Okay, so weight loss is boring, right? The only bit that is kind of pulls us in and pushes us back and makes us feel sort of unstable is food cravings. I'm going to talk about that in a second. But the boring part of weight loss is we need to burn this and consume this. And there needs to be a gap of about 300 to 500 calories. That's it. If you can do that in the simplest way possible, the better, okay? If I can create that 500 calorie deficit by going to the gym twice a week and doing 10,000 steps every day and eating a sensible amount of calories, and the scales go down a little bit, that's the strategy, and that's what I need to maintain, and I need to do it in the simplest way possible. If I try to create that deficit by going to the gym 7 days a week, walking 15,000 steps a day and plummeting my calories, it's going to fail. And also, even if it doesn't fail, you've given yourself nowhere to go. You can't progress that because you can't train anymore. You can't walk anymore. You can't plummet your calories anymore. So it needs to be in the simplest, most structured, boring way possible. I just need to tick it off. 10,000 steps every day. Go to the gym twice a week. Eat 2,000 calories, monitor myself on the scales, check my body, wear some clothes, take some measurements, make a journal, and just click away at it. Let's go 1 year. Let's see what I can do, right? Sounds fucking dull, doesn't it? And it is, right? That's what you need to do. And then when you stop losing weight, when you plateau, you have to push the margins. You maybe have to drop your calories a little bit more, or you have to up your output a little bit more. Simple as that. That is your strategy, right? The bit about food cravings, that then comes down to awareness. You have to start becoming aware, right? Which actually, once you are able to be aware, it's so simple. Again, it's almost boring because it's so simple. You just have to be aware. But there's a lot of things that get in the way of awareness. There's busy lifestyles and I don't have the time to be aware. There's also self-negativity and lots of blinding chatter like a cloud that gets in the way. And instead of you going, why am I picking out on biscuits at 3 o'clock in the afternoon? What's happened to lead me here? What can I do about this in the future? You go, I'm a terrible person. I'm horrible, fat pig person, and I should be ashamed of myself. I've got no control. This always happens to me. I can never do this. I always fail at this diet. I've been trying to do so well and now I'm a failure again. And all of that is like a big cloud. If we just moved it all out the way, we could go, okay, let's look at this analytically for what it is, right? So that's the hard bit. The hard bit is getting into a mental headspace where you can just be completely analytical and, again, boring. Analyze every situation for what it is. Once you get there and you can create that awareness, it then becomes very easy. You don't actually have to really try and do anything about the biscuits. Just be aware. And by being aware, you will kind of self-generate this snowball effect of, once you know you're doing something that's not great for you, then you will naturally take steps to avoid it, right? So awareness is key. You must be kind to yourself and you must remove all that judgment or it won't work. So another thing, right? The big reason, so the reason why 98% of diets fail is very simple. Because if you lower your calories too much, if you lower your calories to 1,200 calories a day, which is stupidly low for anyone, you lose weight, but after about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, your body adapts, your metabolism adapts. Our bodies are incredibly intelligent, and your body does not know the difference between 3 million years ago or whatever, and you're living in a jungle, in a tribe, and there's no food because it's a really hard winter and the wolves are closing in and you've got to protect your family. Your body doesn't know the difference between that and it's 2026 and you've got a mortgage to pay and you're on social media all the time and your job's really stressful and you're in a 1,300 calorie deficit and you've decided to start running every day. Your body can't tell the difference. All it knows is shit's going down and this isn't great and I think we might die. So I need to do something about this. I'm going to down-regulate loads of systems. I'm going to stop building muscle and I'm going to start storing some fat because we need fat to survive. Fat's more important than muscle, okay? And that's what your body's going to do. It's going to adjust. It's going to go tick, 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 tick. Pull this in from here, pull that in from there, push this, pull this, and bosh. Cool, we're stable. We can do this now on 1,000 calories and hopefully we'll get some more calories soon and we'll just wait now and see what happens, okay? And that is why you go into a massive calorie deficit, you lose a bit of weight at first, then you stop losing weight and you become fucking miserable. Okay, so there you go. That explains that. Right, finally guys, I'm going to let you go. The last thing, manage your expectations. Okay, your expectations are based on lies and bullshit. Because everything that you're looking at, right, probably about 98% as well, let's use that stat, is either lies, either somebody, a company, a person, a coach, another human being is actively lying to you to get you to invest or buy something else. And I can show you in another video the really convoluted ways that that can happen. It's fascinating and it will blow your mind. I actually wrote a research paper once on how a company was doing this. Right, how a doctor was doing this. It's fascinating. Or they're just bullshitting you, right? They're just bullshitting you, or they're bullshitting you. They don't even know they're bullshitting you because a lot of people think they understand a subject or a topic or a research paper, and they really don't. So manage your expectations because your expectations are based on something that was never real in the first place. There we go. I'm going to do more videos on some more of these topics. If you've listened to all of this, thank you very much. Give me a bit of feedback. And if there's anything you'd like me to elaborate on, then I will do that. But there are a few things in there that I'm definitely going to dig into a little bit deeper. But this is kind of just a big overview. I'm hoping any of you that watch this can go, okay, great, I can really run with this.